Okay, beautiful souls. Let's take a moment to settle our energy into our body, scanning through, feeling into if there's any resistance or discomfort, and taking a moment to give your body what it needs. Maybe it needs a wiggle. Maybe it needs a deep, deep, deep breath. Maybe you need to rub a place in your body, to touch a place in your body. Have a nice deep sigh. Take this moment to give yourself that right now. And as you're here, I'm going to invite you to just continue breathing deeply in through the nose, filling the belly, the chest, out through the mouth, connecting to the rhythm of your body, the rhythm of your breath, and closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, softening your gaze. Bringing your awareness into the heart center. Into this well of love. Unconditional and unlimited love consciousness existing in this space for you to use when and however you choose to. And as we're here and as we're feeling that, I'm going to invite you to pull all of your energy down and in through your crown chakra and into your heart center. Almost like a genie coming into a bottle, allowing all the energy that might be spread out through time or space to come back into your earthly vessel, to come back into your piece of the earth, and find its way into the heart center, allowing it to infuse in this space with all of that beautiful love consciousness. Allowing yourself to really feel and sink into that sensation in your body. Noticing if there's a resistance to it anywhere, and just letting that be. Continuing to let that love infuse and infuse and infuse, and knowing that it will soak up and spill over into all the spaces that it's needed. And when it feels like all of your energy is in this place, allowing it to pour down and through your torso, through your hips, through your reproductive organs, your digestive system, your kidney, your liver, all of those places, and down into the hips, feeling the juiciness that's there and letting it spill down and into the legs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, right to the tips of the toes. And then inviting it to move back up and into your shoulders, coming down the arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, to the tips of your fingers. And inviting it to come back up and into the neck, into the head, to the top of the head. And taking a moment to feel what it feels to be fully embodied in this moment. Letting that sensation soak into every cell, letting it seep into your muscle memory, letting it integrate all the way throughout your body so that you can hold this feeling more and more and more. And as you're here in that goodness, I want you to bring your awareness back down and into your heart, into this place. And today we're going to connect with the spirit of Rose. This is something you can do. You have the ability to connect to plant spirits, to all spirits, to any spirit that you wish to commune with. And so if you have a rose with you, you can bring your awareness to it. You can also keep your eyes closed and hold that vision in your third eye. Hold it in your heart. And if you do have a rose with you and you are gazing upon it, feel free to flutter your eyes open, to bring in its beauty, and then allow your eyes to settle back down and into your own time and space. Inviting its energy into your heart. Inviting this pure, sweet nature spirit, as if you were inviting a friend over for tea, coffee, or beer. Introduce yourself to the plant spirit. My name is Tiffany. My mother is Jana. My grandmothers were Cheryl and Noreen. And while my people have walked many places on Earth, Vancouver Island is where I call home. And if you connect more deeply to where your ancestors existed, to one place in particular, use that place as home. It doesn't have to be here where we are right now, where I am right now. It's the place that feels like home in your heart. And then take a moment to listen. Take a moment to feel. You might hear something, you might feel something, you might see something. Let that energy connect to you in any way, and trust even the most subtle of sensations. And tonight, go ahead and ask that rose a question. Ask the spirit of Rose something that has been on your heart. Could be something heavy, it could be something light. You might have a burning question, or you might want to just play today. Rose loves to play with us. It loves to bring in light and beauty. And it offers us grace. It encourages us to offer ourselves that same grace, trusting that we do know how to do this. If you don't necessarily have a question, maybe just ask the rose about herself. Who is she? What is the energy she's carrying this year? Does she have a message she wants to share with you? There's room for you to work together right now to move some energy, to welcome in some healing. And sometimes healing comes in as lightness and joy, as beauty and gratitude. Sometimes it comes in as relief. Sometimes it comes in as clarity on something that's been occupying our mind. The rose invites you to let go of those occupations, even if only temporarily. The rose invites you to soften your edges and melt into the beauty of life. To find gratitude in her beauty. To allow yourself to reflect upon your own beauty. The beauty of your life. The beauty of the world around you. The beauty of those who you love. She invites you to wrap your arms around yourself in a loving embrace. To rub and squeeze your shoulders and arms. To soak in her beauty, in her love, and in her grace. And then to allow yourself to explore your senses a little bit. Perhaps if there is a rose around, allowing yourself to sniff and smell her fragrance. Perhaps inviting yourself to gently tap your fingers on your body. Gently tip-tapping, almost as though petals of a rose were falling upon you. Maybe to, if you have a rose, to feel her petals upon you and to make physical connection, to feel the smooth sensations, textures. To know that meditation can be many things. Connecting to spirits can be a wide array of different sensations and experiences. And to trust in the way that it's guiding you to move through this experience now. Taking your time before coming back into softness, stillness. And letting yourself integrate Letting yourself be fully open to receive whatever else might be there to receive. Letting yourself to ask questions if you have questions, whether they are deep and meaningful or light and interesting, to know that when we're connecting with a plant spirit, it is like connecting with any spirit, and it requires communication. It requires us to be open and curious. It's not a one-way street where we only listen. Perhaps we have something we want to tell the spirit of the rose. Perhaps there's something that we want to share. Building a connection with any spirit is just like building a relationship. And there's room for that to flow and grow in many ways. As we're here, the rose wants to remind you to share your inner and outer beauty. To know that it's a gift to express yourself in any way you desire, in any way that your heart is calling. And that it's a gift that is meant to be shared. A gift that continues giving to those around you as we create and express beauty in our lives, as we create and express grace for ourselves, for others. Sometimes it's important to stop and smell the roses. As cliche as that might be, we are here to experience all that life has to offer, and this season is offering us so much beauty, so much bounty, and so much grace. She reminds us that even when life might be challenging, we will often find what we need in the simple things. It's often coming back to the simple aspects of life that allow us to come back to ourselves, back to our heart, back to our grace. That while it's beautiful to seek out big, bold, bright experiences and goals, to find balance with the simple, and to allow those simple things to remain beautiful parts of our life, rather than fading to the background, becoming a mundane routine, that they can hold a place in our life that brings beauty and joy and helps to keep us balanced through all that is to come. Through all that our heart desires and through all that we wish to create. For creation happens when we allow ourselves to take joy and delight and responsibility in the simplest parts of our life, in the most consistent parts of our life, in all parts of our life.